Yo everyone, here we are with a new video on Formula 1 2021. Today we will take part in the Spanish Grand Prix, which is the third race of an Italian championship. So we go with my first flying lap, which is really important because me and my teammate decided to run a wet setup since the race will be wet. So shortly we decided to sacrifice quali to be better during the race. And during this first lap of qualifying, I needed to understand the car, and I actually understood that the car wasn't good. But I was expecting this since the setup is for wet conditions and not for dries. So here, as you can see, I went too deep, but yeah, that's fine. And yeah, in this first turn, I understood that the car was, a bit too slow for dry conditions, but yeah. And here I make my first mistake, my only mistake in qualis, and yeah, we have been actually lucky to damage just a little bit of the front wing and not the whole car. Here I let Gabriele go, who is one of the fastest drivers in this championship. But now let's go with my second flying lap. This is gonna be really important because I need to complete at least one lap because I could start last if I don't give a time. And here from the first corners I can see that I'm improving since last attempt, which actually concluded into the wall, but yeah. And yeah, first sector it's pretty good if you think about the setup we are running. A couple of mistakes, but yeah, overall this is pretty good. And yeah, we are approaching the second sector, which is one of my favorite of this track. And yeah, here as you can see we are approaching this really fast S, which is really important because there is gonna be a flat out corner and then a stride. And here as you can see, a Red Bull crashed on racing line, so I had to avoid the car, which cost me around a tenth. And yeah, but overall the second sector was pretty good, even if I made some mistakes. And here we entered in third sector, which is probably the worst high 80 sector, and yeah, which included slow corners and yeah, a chicane, which is really bad. And here at the end of the lap I freaking lost connection, which is not good. And yeah, we are being a bit unlucky during this weekend, but now we move to our next lap, which is really important. So here we go with the next lap. At the moment I'm 6th, and yeah, that's really nice in our conditions, thinking about the setup as I've said before. And my previous lap was improvable because I made a lot of mistakes, so let's see if I can improve something. And yeah, in this first sector I improved a lot. I'm feeling better in the car since I'm getting used to it. And also, yeah, I can feel the car lighter and better, and that's really nice. Here, as you can see soon, I asked my teammate to don't talk and later to get out of my way because I was coming really fast in the next straight, and he was actually in the middle of the road. And yeah, he has been really nice to move and to let me go. And yeah, but this thing cost me a little bit of focus, which is not bad, but it was really important. And yeah, so I also improved my second sector, but lost a lot in the third, as you can see. I mean, it could be even better. But yeah, we finish our lap right now in 5th position, which is pretty good. This is my last attempt, so I can improve stuff, so let's try and see. As you can see, the first corner is good, which give me an improvement, so I gained time. And yeah, but the last couple of corners of the first sector were really bad, so as you can see the delta goes red, which is not good. It means we are losing time. And yeah, so the first sector is actually red, but the second sector was really good. I mean, in the first part I gained a lot of time, which is really good. I gained almost 2 tenths in this sector. At the end you could see that probably I touched 2 tenths gained at the end of this straight. And yeah, so we arrived in the third sector, which is the worst, as I've said before. And as you can see here, I lost a lot of time. Try to watch the delta. We lost almost 3 tenths, which is really bad. I really hate that sector. Probably I could start fourth if it wasn't for those turns. And yeah, I lost a lot of time. So we close the lap in 5th position, which is not bad if you think that the top 3 is really fast and better than me. So let's move at the start of the race. So before the formation lap I made a mistake. I forgot to remove a bit of fuel, so it means I will start the race heavier than other people, so I will be a bit slower. This race will be hard because I play without any drive helps and on a controller, which is really hard. And I'm feeling the car really well in this condition, so it means I built a good setup. And nothing. So now let's think about putting tires in the right temperature range, and let's go to the grid. So we are now on grid, waiting for the lights to go out, and we are still waiting, and lights goes out right now. And I started really well, as you can see, better than anyone else, but I have no room to go, so I have to back up. And in the first corner, as you can see, I braked really late to try to stay ahead of the Mercedes guy on my right, but he has the same idea, and to avoid the contact I had to go a bit out of the track and let him go. But we gained a position, so we are behind the 3 fastest drivers of this championship, which is at the moment a really good result. And I already feel the car really well. Yeah, this setup is actually perfect for this track and these conditions, so yeah. Here I almost lost the car, as you can see. Yeah, in these conditions I don't feel really confident at all to put the power down, because spinning the car is probably the easiest thing to do, and as you can see I'm struggling to keep the car on track. There is a lot of aquaplaning, and yeah, here I was almost losing the car. I caught it up at the last moment, and yeah, this is what playing on a controller without helps looks like. Yeah, that's really hard, but yeah, I mean, I'm improving. I'm gaining experience on the controller without any helps, so yeah, soon I will be long way faster, just like Gabriele, which is actually in the first place. He's a controller player and he's really fast. I already know I can keep other people pace, I mean people in front of me, they are too fast. So I just want to build a gap between me and drivers behind, which is really important to keep the 4th place. And yeah, so head down, and yeah, see you during lap 9. And yeah, we moved to lap 9, and as you could see, I built a decent amount of time, a small gap, but tires are starting to die, and since there is a bit of wear, and also it's almost time for intermediate tires, I was really slow. So the point of situation is I had no grip, a big tire wearing, and I was losing time. So later on lap 12 I made a couple mistakes, and as you can see by the gap on top left of the screen, Samu, who is the guy behind me, is stuck on me, and he will for sure attack me during the next lap. And yeah, here already he was trying for a little room, but I was pretty good to don't leave him enough space. and here he gained a lot of time because I was really slow, as you could see in qualifying and during the first lap. Here I almost lost the car, and yeah, we moved to the last chicane and last corner. I already know he will try to overtake me during the straight, because in straight line he was faster and he's still faster, because he has a lower aerodynamic setup than me, so he will be faster on straights but slower during corners. And yeah, I broke really late. I wanted to give him space, but we banged wheels here, and yeah, I'm still ahead of him with yeah, that was actually a great battle and really clean. We respected each other, and here at the end of the first sector and the start of the second, yeah, he decided to dive in, so yeah, we made contact and I lost a position. So yeah, now I just wanna try to stay with him, waiting for a mistake or something. And yeah, also here my engineer told me that my tires are gone, so yeah, which is not a good news. And yeah, at the end of the straight, here I almost hit him because I braked too late. So yeah, here I had to go a bit away, let's say, and here he almost lost the car. So I've seen a little space. I decided to go there, and so I overtook him again. And yeah, now since my tires are gone, he was actually stuck behind me. It's raining less. I decided to come in to change my tires, undercut them, so make the pit stop before them, and go out with fresher tires to gain more time. And then when they will have their pit stop, be ahead of them. That's a strategy that Formula 1 drivers and players actually use. It's called undercut anyway. And yeah, so we move to 2 laps later. Half of the race is gone, and as I planned, I undercut them and gained a lot of time, which is what we needed. Also, you can hear from the audio, I was really happy. And these tires are really good on their first 2 laps, and also here my teammate was protecting me, keeping Samo behind. And yeah, at the moment we are running 7th, but a lot of people had to stop. And on lap 17 I came back in 4th position, as you can see, and also here I was making the point of the situation with my teammate and nothing. At the moment I already knew someone, my teammate, could be faster than me because they had new tires, so they will be faster than me obviously, and that's because my tires were older, and these kind of tires give their best in the first 2 or 3 laps, as I've said before, which is not gonna be a problem because I knew I was faster than him, and also I was losing time during some laps and gain other time during other laps, so the situation was actually balanced at this stage. And also if the track dried out, we would have been faster than him, just like during qualifying sessions. And so now I was feeling pretty good. Tires are working really well, I'm not doing mistakes, and also we are keeping a good pace, which is important. Yeah, but nothing more happened here. I mean, the third driver changed tires, he went out ahead of me, but I mean that's not important because he was long way faster than me. And here we move to lap 22 soon, I guess. Let's see when. Here, yeah, we move to lap 22. Here something really important happened. I make a mistake, which is totally my fault. I pushed too hard on the exit of that turn, so I'm 5th now. I spun the car, and since my engineer told me it's time to change tires at the end of this lap, and my tires were fucked by that spin, on the lap number 23, I decided to pit again, which is a big mistake, because I was really angry for my mistake and I didn't see my tires could last till the end of the race. So yeah, at the lap number 24, I decided to come in again, change my worn and old tires, and yeah, I want to explain you the situation. I thought I could be faster than people ahead of me, so I thought I could catch him easily, but yeah, I didn't watch the lap counter, which as you can see says 24 on 33. So yeah, it was a bit too late for a move like that. So yeah, we are now P9. We are still in the points, but that's not good at all. So I wanted to push hard now and come back at least 5th, which I thought it was possible back in this moment, but I knew it was actually impossible. Yeah, I wanted to try because everything could happen. As you know, this is motorsport. So yeah, here I reached John Legenda, which is a really good driver. I was 3 seconds per lap faster thanks to my tires and thanks to my pace. So I wanted to pass him as soon as possible to keep the pace up and catch my teammate and Ferraris. And at the start of the second sector I avoided him. Here I was actually hitting him because I was really fast and long way faster than him. And so I decided to go for the move at the end of the short straight, which is actually after this S. And yeah, so at the start of the straight I understood that I could try a move, and so I do here. And I move to the right, I brake really late and turn in, leaving him the space, but he doesn't see me, so we touched. And yeah, later I passed him, and at the end of the race we talked on Discord and clarified everything. That's a racing incident. Luckily both cars are not damaged and we kept going for our race. Yeah, that's not my fault. That's not his fault. It's something that could happen during a race, so it's not a problem. So we move to the last lap of the race. Gabriele wins the race, so congratulations to him. He deserved it. I was almost dubbed, but that's because of the spin and extra pit stop we made. Those things made me lose a lot of time, so yeah, that's not bad. If we have to do a race summary, I'd say that I have done a good race. I was 4th till the spin, so I was running a good position and I was running really well. I had a good pace, but a mistake ruined my race, which is fine because that's my fault and that's my responsibility, so yeah, no problem. I'm satisfied with myself for making only one mistake in these conditions, which is a big improvement for me. And yeah, I mean, I have to remember, and you all have to remember, that I play from the shitty, and I mean, probably that's one of the worst controllers I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, so this is a really nice result. I mean, I have to admit that I have a good amount of skills, so yeah, but there is a lot of margin of improvement. And yeah, by the way, the race ends here. I ended up 8th, and it could be better, I know, but I'll take it.